Good morning, Chloe. Good morning, Justin. Today is the 15th of June. It's a Friday. I don't know when this video is going to be uploaded. Definitely not today. For one thing, I think it's Justin's turn. And Justin, we have not spoken in literally years. So, there's that. Apologies, by the way. I either have allergies or I'm getting a cold. So, stuffed up right now. So for those of you who don't know me, my name is Josh. Chloe and I were best friends from about 2nd through 8th grade. And stuff happened. Now we're friends again, which is awesome. Anyway, so I'm at Island Lake. It's funny, over the past 2 years, my ex and I, sometimes we would come up here. At the beginning I was still smoking cigarettes, which is terrible, but we'd come up here and he would take my lighter and he would start to light things on fire, which is really bad. And I'm glad we didn't burn down the whole fucking woods. So last night I was catching up on your videos. I hadn't seen any since about mid-May, so there were a few. I am caught up now, so that part is good. But as I was watching, my anxiety kind of flared up in a weird way that it hasn't in quite a few months. And that caused me to not be able to sleep until 1 AM. And I guess that's kind of the reason I wanted to make this video. For one thing, watching you guys inspired me. For another thing, I just wanted to talk about anxiety. I would love to hear both of your thoughts on it, Marin's too, whoever else. So this time of year is really hard for me. I'm not gonna go into why that is on this video. Maybe I'll make another one in the future, depending on how things go. So about 2 years ago, something happened, and ever since then, my anxiety has been just off the charts. As a child, I was extremely anxious all the time. Just, general anxiety. As I got into my teens, it became more of a social anxiety thing. And in my late teens, it became just totally manageable, which was awesome. Like I said, 2 years ago, something happened. Me being dumb. And came back full force. It's not so much social these days, it's really general. Most of it is anxiety about medical stuff. Anyway, that's not important right now. So I was laying on the couch, catching up on your videos, and I was downstairs alone. My dog, Cora, was in her kennel sleeping. And all of a sudden, I moved my leg, and there was kind of this sensation loss. I couldn't feel it move as much as I should have been able to, which is something that has happened to me in the past. It's usually just a symptom of my anxiety. Later, when I explain why this shit happens, people will probably understand why that's a symptom. The only other time I've had it, I was pescatarian for a year, 2 years, and then I was vegan for about 6 months, so I wasn't used to eating meat. When I started eating red meat again, I would get the same thing. I would move a limb, I would touch my skin, and I wouldn't be able to feel it. Or I would feel it, it would slowly come on a few seconds later. And I don't know if either of you have had that. I don't know if that's a normal thing, and I just overthink shit. So I started to feel that last night, and it just freaked me the fuck out. So I just bolted upright, It's like, am I going insane right now? Am I about to go crazy and there's nothing I can do about it? That's of course my first thought. So I got up, I went to the kitchen, I took a drink of water. I couldn't feel it go down my throat, and that was terrifying. So, I took a deep breath, I closed my eyes for a second, and I walked around in circles a few times. That managed to calm me down a little bit. And I took another drink of water. This time I could feel it a little more. So at that point, I went upstairs, went into the bathroom. Side note, somebody clogged the toilet and did not unclog it, and that was really annoying. Anyway, so I sat in the tub for a little bit, fully clothed. There was no water in it. I'm not. Anyway, I sat in the tub, and I kept watching your videos. Just, something to do. Needed to get my mind off of freaking out, because even when I have anxiety like that, I know that it's nothing. When I have a sensation like that, if it were something serious, there would be some other sign. But anxiety does not listen to reason. And so I sat there for a little, and then eventually I was like, okay, I think I'm okay to go to bed. So I brushed my teeth and I went to lay down. And I was laying on my back with my knees bent, my feet propped up. And for a while, I was too scared to lay my legs flat, because I was afraid that I wouldn't be able to feel it. And I'm thinking that the sensation loss is just a symptom of my anxiety. It's all in my head. I can feel stuff fine this morning. It's just something annoying that happens, and if I could get over my stupid fears, it would probably go away. And I don't think it has anything to do with meat this time, because I've been eating meat for 2 years now, 1.5. I guess I just wanted to know if anything like that ever happens to you. Chloe, I know you have anxiety. Justin, I don't know you very well. You maybe do. Maybe it runs in the family. Runs in mine. So I don't know. I don't know what the point of this video was. I wanted to talk about what happened last night. And the weird part is that's something that hasn't happened in a while. My anxiety it's been getting better. It was terrible for the first year. It was bad for the second, but I was starting to manage it, get over it. Like I said, this time of year is just hard for me. It was definitely this month. It probably wasn't this day, but it was around this time where something happened. And it just reminds me of, yeah, I don't know. Not that anybody gives a shit, but I should maybe make a video talking about what happened. Maybe that'll be my next one. I got stuff to say. I've been holding on to it for 2 years. So, Chloe, Justin, I'd love to hear your thoughts on how anxiety affects you guys. There are lots of different ways that it fucks up my life that I didn't get into here, but that's one thing that happens every once in a while. I don't know if you guys get that, where you can't fucking feel anything. It might just be because I'm a hypochondriac. Is that the word? Anyway. I'll see one of you tomorrow, I guess. So, I almost fell over.